Happy Halloween and welcome to all those watching pre-recorded. To all those coming in, we're going to get right into it. So we're going to play the final time this year's Halloween intro, and then we'll play the new intro, which is short, sweet, and to the point. So let's get into it, guys. Once I find the videos.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on when you are watching this. It's your girl, Amesy Beloved, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Happy Halloween. If you don't know, Halloween is one of my favorite holidays out there, but me and the kids and their dad, well, not really their dad, not yet. He's usually the last to get sick. We've all caught a bit of a cold over the week, so if I sound a little muffled, that is why. It's also the daytime. I have my window open, so it's gonna sound a little, maybe hear a little noise in the background. All of that I apologize for in advance. Let me just check in with you. Happy Halloween. Hey Barb. Hey Mikey, how are you? Hey to everyone watching this pre-recorded, to everyone watching this live. Thank you. Hello, Krista. How are you? Happy Halloween. Merry Christmas. I hope you're feeling okay today. So I will come on screen. That was on purpose. No, I will come on screen. Oh my Lord. Screen in a minute on camera to do the get ready with me portion. But for right now, we're just going to go into the true crime portion. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of both, I think. So just bear with me. Of course, these ads are limited. Stupid YouTube. Anything Halloween related. All right. So the story we're going to talk about today is the razor blades in the apples. The reason why parents check candy. Basically... Like, here we go. Here's, so the summer of, like, I was raised in the late 90s, right? So, like, here's a story of another girl that was raised in the late 90s. Razor blades and weed edibles in candy. Now, this is why people are constantly having their parents check their candy. So, it was the summer of 1998, and a food writer named Kay Lonnie, her and family had just moved to a new house in a new neighborhood. She was 8 years old when the Halloween rolled around. Several months later, her father had an idea for a prank. She says that her dad thought it would be hilarious to have an actual bowl of candy, but before presenting it to the children, he presented a bowl of apples with razor blades and syringes very obviously sticking out. She continued said he had a very dark sense of humor. That said, according to her, the joke was incredibly short-lived. He was like, oh man, people are just like not enjoying this joke. And he abandoned the mission immediately within the first half hour of trick-or-treating. Every year, as soon as Halloween begins to come around with the autumn chill, the warnings become, I mean, you can literally, like, I remember, I think there was even commercials when I was like young in the 90s, and it was like, beware of tainted trick-or-treat candy. The method of purported contamination varies from broken glass, cyanide, which is literally made out of apple seeds, so that's ironic, drugs, injectable poisons, splintered needles, razor blades, as we said, and of course, I guess syringes, as do the motivations behind why someone would distribute such candy. Parents are cautioned every Halloween to check their children's trick-or-treat buckets. Well, I'm going to tell you the reason why. The reason why is due to the man that you see on the thumbnail, and his name was Ronald O'Brien. And Ronald O'Brien is the first and only person to ever distribute tainted candy. His son is the only child on record to ever die from tainted candy. And this happened in 1974. I covered this story about 2 years ago. Monica, you might remember. So let me just get a couple pictures up here while I check in with you guys. Hey, April. Oh my God. I remember razor blades and poisoning Tylenol before sealed it back up and returning it to resell. We are taking candy to hospitals for free to get x-rays after this. Well, it's a little bit of a cautionary tale, but it's also a way to show that like this has never happened again. This only happened in 1974. It was not a random event. And we'll get into that. Hey, Kamikaze Kate. Oh, I've been cleaning all morning. Yep. All right, so let me get some pictures up here for you guys. Right now we have, obviously, trick-or-treating, happy Halloween, all that good stuff. And if you look at the thumbnail, of course, you saw the report. So here is the Candyman from 1974, Ronald O'Brien, along with his son, Timothy O'Brien, who is the one and only victim of said tainted candy. So let's see here. Get a couple more photos. And bear with me. It's a live show that I did. My kids wanted to go out with their dad and play. I was like, aren't we going to a pumpkin patch? I don't think they're in the mood for a pumpkin patch. We did one this year, so that might be it. We're going to go to a trunk or treat later in like the mall, so it's going to be like huge. And then we're going to go to the actual mall inside where they give away candy. But yes, there's also this famous photo, super creepy. And then this is something that Monica might remember because this was literally the thumbnail. Where did the photo go? Are you kidding me? Images. Well, we'll find the thumbnail. All right. So the Candyman, better known as Ronald O'Brien, is not a good dad, first and foremost. What we have here is so what I'll read is, let me actually share this with the chat too. It's NewYorkTimes.com from New York Times, and this is an archived article from 1975 from page 46. The title of the article was "Wife Takes Stand at Husband's Trial in Son's Poisoning." So just give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Add to photos. Okay, while I add this photo really quick, I have to come in on my second account. So I'm going to mute myself. BRB. Okay, here. So we have the article from 1975, and it's a very small square that you see there in the middle. So if you can zoom or screenshot and zoom, it says "Wife Takes Stand in Husband's Trial in Son's Poisoning" from May 29th, 1975. So about the article, it's a digitized version of the article from the New York Times print archive. Before the start of the online publication in 1996, word, a little bit of history lesson. That's when New York Times went digital, guys. Anyways, to preserve these articles as they originally appeared, the Times does not alter, edit, or update them. So this is legitimately a digitized picture of 1975's article on page 46. As it appeared, the Times does not alter or update. Occasionally, the digitization process. Okay, we don't need to know this, but yeah. Anyways, what it is going to say up here is Houston, May 28th. Deneen O'Brien, and her face drawn and emotionless, sat in a witness chair, avoiding the gaze of her husband, who is charged in the Halloween candy poisoning of their 8-year-old son, Timothy. In a monotone, she described the behavior of her husband, Ronald Clark O'Brien, after Timothy's death on October 31st, 1974. The child died after eating candy laced with cyanide that the state charges Mr. O'Brien prepared and gave his son and other children at a trick-or-treat party. Timothy died at a suburban hospital an hour after eating the candy that Mr. O'Brien is charged with capital murder and faces the electric chair if convicted. The article continues, he beat the wall and asked questions out loud why an 8-year-old boy had to die, she testified yesterday. I did not see any tears, she said. She said that she knew nothing about the two $20,000 life insurance policies taken out on their children before Halloween. The prosecution charges Mr. O'Brien killed Timothy and tried to kill Elizabeth to collect $60,000 in life insurance. Elizabeth was Timothy's sister. She luckily did not eat the candy, nor did the other 6 children. So it was 6 children that went trick-or-treating. Luckily, unluckily, Timothy was the only one that actually died from the cyanide poisoning. He had, I believe 5 or 6 candy cane. They were in giant pixie sticks that he laced with cyanide. He basically, while the kids were out trick-or-treating with the families, kind of lost track of Mr. O'Brien, of Ronald O'Brien. And I will actually link in the comments right after this and I'll republish my video from 2.5 years ago, where it gives more of the backstory, and it's kind of a short story, but I'll summarize it from what I can remember from memory. Basically, it was 1974 Halloween. The family took off, different parts of different parents were going out with the kids. It's a group of the 6 kids, and Timothy O'Brien's father had kind of lost place with the families. He got left behind. And as he runs up to catch up with them, he says, oh, someone at a house handed me these giant pixie sticks and said trick or treat or Merry Halloween, whatever. And so he proceeded to hand them out. He handed one to Timothy, one to Elizabeth, his son and daughter, and then also a couple other kids. Luckily, none of the other kids actually ingested it. One kid was found that night when Timothy got sick and passed away suddenly. They contacted the other parents, and luckily the other parents had not, the kids' candy was right there. One child, the family ran upstairs. They were so petrified, but they actually found the child asleep with the pixie stick in his hand. He actually couldn't get the staple off in order to open it, so he fell asleep with the candy in his hand. Thank God. So let me get a picture of the kids. And I don't know if this is a makeshift photo or if this is actually the children. Here, let me get, I have the actual picture with Timothy and the other children. So this is so this is just this is a kid trick-or-treating, Halloween, fun times. This is an actual photo from the night of the 6 children that went trick-or-treating. This is something that these Halloween costumes cause nightmares. I'm telling you right now. Nothing is creepier than that. Look at that Casper the Friendly Ghost next to the devil, next to the clown, next to what I believe is Huckleberry Hound. Then we got a princess and Planet of the Apes, I'm assuming. Wow. 1974, y'all. Anyways, so going back to the New York Times article, she says she had hardly known only of a $10,000 policy on the children that they obtained through a bank service club, and she had objected to them. So she said she tried to discourage him. She said, but he said it was the thing to do. We didn't have that much money. An insurance agent testified last week, and again, this was in 1975, that Mr. O'Brien said that he had discussed with his wife about purchasing the additional policies before he bought them. Ms. O'Brien said that she first learned of the additional policies after Timothy's death. Today, and again, this is May 28th, 1975, a chemical company salesman testified that Mr. O'Brien made inquiries about buying a quantity of cyanide in late October 1974. The salesman, David Lee Jackson, said that Mr. O'Brien entered his sale area minutes before closing and asked how much it would cost to buy a small amount of potassium cyanide. He asked if we stocked potassium cyanide, and I said yes. He asked about the size and price. Mr. Jackson said he was most concerned about the least priced. And that is the end of the article. And that was the testimony. So let's go back and get a little more history of this. Excuse me, 2 seconds. I have to, Stacey. I had a few of those. You couldn't breathe. Yeah, I would assume you couldn't breathe. Like my kid has something that my husband thought was a mask. And I'm like, there's no holes in this thing. This is a decoration. It looks like a mask. We feel old now. Rude. I'm so sorry. Okay, we had masks like that too. I'm not saying we didn't. I never wore them because I have asthma, so I have a hard enough time breathing. But trust me, the 90s costumes weren't any better. Let me tell you. I had Wonder Woman. Who is that? The woman. I like not go by her hand. I'm just saying, those were truly terrifying outfits. And I'm sorry that you couldn't breathe. That's horrible. I was like, AJ, this is not 1970. Our kids need to be able to breathe in their Halloween costumes. But I guess you guys managed, so maybe they'd be okay. So this is the article. I'm just playing with you guys. I love you. And seriously, the 80s, I was raised in the 80s, not the 90s. The 80s was not much better. They were just cheaper and higher polythene plastic that probably had more chemicals than anything you guys had to wear. So this is why I probably have asthma. So here is a Houston Chronicle from that year. The father charged in Halloween death of son Timothy O'Brien. Just truly, this picture has been altered in many ways to make him just the Candyman, the creepy guy of 1975, the Halloween Candyman who killed his own son via poison candy. His son was so precious. I don't know how one could do that for money, because they were low on money, so you decided to kill your child. My word. Luckily, they did figure it out, and he was later arrested. So give me 1 second. Because I had articles set up here, and of course, I messed them up. So this comes from Mamma Mia. So it was raining in Pasadena, Texas on Halloween night, 1974. But local children swarmed the streets regardless. The promises of lollies and chocolates held behind decorated doors made it so the kids did not care that it was raining. Among those trick-or-treating were 8-year-old Timothy O'Brien and a 5-year-old sister, Elizabeth O'Brien, accompanied by their petition father, Ronald Clark O'Brien. The family were from nearby Deer Park, but had arranged to join a friend from church, Jim Bates, and his 2 children in their more affluent neighborhood. Again, here's a photo of the kids. A short time later, Ronald O'Brien, who'd hung back at a darkened home, caught up with them. His hands were stuffed with 5 giant pixie sticks, a colorful powdered sweet that comes packaged in a paper straw. "You've got rich neighbors," he told Bates, giving one to each children. "Look what they're handing out." Back at the home later in the evening, Timothy asked to eat one final lolly from his haul before he went to bed. He chose the pixie stick. The candy inside was clumpy, Timothy told his father, who then crushed it in a little inside of the straw, and it tasted bitter. Within minutes of swallowing, Timothy was vomiting and convulsing. Trigger warning. So, trigger warning. And let me check in with you guys really quick. All I have are jokes. Looking at that pic, I'm going to hell. I can't imagine how a parent could be so sick. I know. Oh my God, Barb. I was just like, I've seen his picture many times. Yes, ma'am. Sick, awful man. We have a lot of parents out there now, too. A lot of these parents, which parents? They never fit your face either, so we're tripping everywhere. Oh my God. I will also show you this mask / decoration. Technically, okay, it looks like a big Mickey Mouse plastic mask. And oh my God, I need to download my photos. I had a photo of my kid in it. Yeah, my kid took a photo. I will find it and put it and share it on my IG and my community tab in a little bit, where he lined up a bunch of Mickey Mouses because he's obsessed with Mickey. So he literally has like 30 Mickey Mouses. Like every time we see a different stuffed Mickey Mouse, he gets one. So yeah, he spilled his shit and he had them all on the couch. And then his dad took a picture of him dressed as Mickey Mouse with this big plastic decorative like mask on. And I was like, this is the creepiest thing. And then he proceeded to draw this little like thing, which I think was supposed to be Mickey Mouse, but it looked like a little black demon blob on the side of the picture. And I was like, oh yeah, this is frightening. And this was like a couple months ago. So yeah, my kid is yeah. I was like, So I will try to pull that guy out. I'm going to actually be Minnie Mouse. So what I have to, yeah, I've got to find that photo. Maybe it's on my, let me see if it's on my IG. Because I know I shared it. And I was like, this is the thing of nightmares. I know my best friend probably still has it. Hold on. Let's see. I think I was going to save it to share it on Halloween. Here, I'm going to call my best friend. Hold on. It's called JB. We'll see what he's doing. I'm not going to put it on speakerphone, put him on blast. But I know I sent it to him, so he probably has it on his phone. He just resent it to me. I reset my phone recently to get the bugs out of it, and yeah. Move that pic, please. Okay, hold on. Hello? Nothing. I'm on a live and I'm talking about that creepy Mickey Mouse pic that LT took. I reset my phone, so I don't have it on me right now. I need to back up all my photo or download them all. Can you re-text it to me really quick so I can share it? All right. Monica says, hey. Everyone says, hey. Okay. See you soon. He says, hey. Bye-bye. This sounds like I just woke him up. It's 2:00, bro. Come on. Like, must be nice not having kids. What are you playing? He's probably playing like War Robot video game all night long. I swear, he's like, he's older than me, but he's like perma 19, I guess. Hey, living his best life. But anyways, I have these like eye jewels that are for Minnie Mouse, and I have Mickey Mouse or like mouse ears that I have too. I also have a tail. I bought in literally 3 Mickey Mouse like things to make my kid like Mickey Mouse. And finally we found like a full-on Mickey Mouse costume last night. And I took him there just for fun. Like, yeah, we'll go to the Halloween store just for fun. Been looking for like a full-on costume. And in the mix, I bought all these little pieces to make one. Because I mean, he has like 3 Mickey shirts and stuff. So like he has costumes. But this is like a full-on Mickey costume. I'm like, all right, fine. Like, so... it better fit him next year. That's all I can say. I'm kidding. It better fit his brother next year. Brother's going to be Mickey next year. I have to really push Mickey on Jamie for the next year so that he'll want to be Mickey. My sister had chickenpox, so I had to get her candy too. And then explain to everyone I needed candy for my sister the story of why, all while wearing one of those goddamn costumes. Oh my God. See, we did that at the trunk or treat last week because his brother did have a bit of a cold. And so me and LT just went. I think Jamie also might have fell asleep. But either way, me and LT went to a trunk or treat like last week. And we were doing like a little pre-Halloween. And, you know, I had Jamie's basket. I had the Mickey ears on. Or maybe I had cat ears on. Either way, I was like, you know, vaguely dressed up. LT wasn't even really dressed up. And, you know, he's like, trick or treat. And I'm like, oh, this is for his brother who's sick. And I'm like... I totally felt like they were like, I'm like, I swear, like, do I need to have a picture of, like, here he is. There's a video of him together with his brother. Like, Speaking of which, if you want to see my littlest and the cute beautifulness of him, I posted a little like reel on IG. So he's my TikTok star. LT's my YouTuber. Like they both love making videos. Jamie more likes to be filmed for TikToks, but does anyone remember trick-or-treating for UNICEF? Or am I that old? UNICEF. What do you mean trick-or-treating for them? I grew up on the West Coast. So I feel like every coast is different. Like my trick-or-treating was obviously going around the neighborhood. We would usually go around my grandma's neighborhood, my great-grandma's neighborhood, my dad's grandma. That was kind of like my like local home spot growing up. And then as I got older, we would kind of, me and my friends would go to the more affluent areas. But growing up, we would always go, normal around the neighborhoods. We always had this really creepy guy that always freaked the kids out. And like my dad hated this guy, grew up with him. I remember that. And then we would always drive up to like literally where I'm from. There's like so many different like power plants or refineries. So it would go up to the gas refinery, like the Chevron refinery, I think it was. And they had one of the refineries like painted like a giant pumpkin. Like every year it was like orange, but then they would put like jack-o'-lantern, and then you would drive up to the refinery, which was super creepy because it looks like something out of like, I don't know, Chernobyl. I mean, it's a refinery. And you pull up and they just give you like caramel corn and like a little like coloring page, and you visited the refinery. Here's your refinery pumpkin to color, and here's some caramel corn. And they were like literally like, I would go up until I moved out of California. They would like throw like handfuls of caramel corn in the car, like, like, but it was the best caramel corn. By the way, if JB's watching, like, you're gonna have to drive up there tonight. We'll have to like FaceTime. You can like film it or something, and then get me some of that caramel corn. You're gonna have to send it to me because I completely forgot about that. They still do that for UNICEF. Yeah, we've always done neighborhoods, still do. I trick-or-treated for UNICEF and done well. My dad made me donate half of my candy to food shelters growing up. Huh. My dad ate all my candy. That's why he died from diabetes. I'm not kidding either. Kidding. My dark humor, I'm going to use it on myself, though. Rest in peace, Father. But yeah, no, really. Like, I remember... One more joke about my dad's diabetes, since it's Halloween, and just be super dark about it, right? Okay. Like, I'm not kidding though. Like we got it for like the first couple of days and then it was just gone. And we're like, a fat man ate our candy. Like, but then also one day, me and my brother, when he was living with me, I was reading this article online, and I'm like, oh my God. And he's like, what? And I'm like, this poor family, like their dad was doing a taco eating contest, and he just like, while eating this taco contest, he just started choking on tacos, and while his family's watching him. And my brother's like, damn, like straight up, like tacos killed this man. And I was like, well, they kind of killed our dad too, being that he died from diabetes. He's like, true. So dark humor. I've lost a couple people. They're like, yeah, I lived in a very small rural area. We lived in a very plethora area. We didn't get a lot of candy though. I was never like one of those kids that had like, my fat ass probably ate all my candy, not gonna lie, and my brother's, but I just can't remember it. I blocked it out. But yeah, we only went like around like 2 blocks in the neighborhood. Like thinking back, it's like, that was lame. Like I'd take my kids to a whole ass neighborhood. I mean, I sent you a pic of Santa from when I was, let me see. Let me see if I got it. We got the creepy Elton picture. Let's go to that. And then let's go to... I'm thinking I can't see it because I'm not logged in. The stupid phone. Okay, I will check it out later. I promise. I don't know. How can I get this to myself without having to log? Okay. I'm going to have to mute it and come in one more time. 1 second.
My friends and I try, and the back of my car. Lay the body.
Oh dear, okay.
All right, so got the creepy picture. So here's a creepy picture of my son with all his Mickeys on the couch. And the little Mickey Mouse thing I think he drew there that I was like, who's that? Like, so here we have Sleepy Mickey. And then we have regular Mickey, Big Mickey from North Carolina. And then we have Elton as Mickey with that creepy ass mask on. And then this is, I guess, his drawing of Mickey. But I was like, what is that? So, I mean, the kid was like living his best 70s life right there. Yeah, that's a little spooky. And then he sent it to me. So, I get random texts from my son all the time. And he's like, oh, he sent you a picture of him with his Mickey mask on. And I was like, oh my God, okay. Like for a minute there, I didn't know that was Elton. I was like, oh, jeez. Like, well, he became Mickey. He did. And I mean, he's been building things all Halloween. Ah! Jesus, this cat and dog. Holy shit. Oh my God. The dog just. The cat attacked the dog, and the noise he made was not a normal noise. Like, I was like, oh no, the demon thing. God damn it. Oh, well, it's Halloween. It was like a real guttural scream. Like, that was real emotion right there. Like, I'm gonna have to listen back to that. I'm gonna be even more embarrassed once I listen back to it. Because it was coming in the screen through the curtains, and like the cat attacked the dog, and like the dog was like, "Rah!" Oh my gosh. Oh yes, my scream. I don't even know. I just know that was real emotion. Oh my God. Whew. All right. So are you all right, Remy? You okay? He's like, help me. Why are you laughing? Oh, he just like put his little paw on me. Yeah, right? I need to. Whew. He's like, trick or treat. Oh, Lord. All right. So long story short, again, the only other boy that the frantic search and uncover 4 other pixie sticks. Neither Elizabeth O'Brien nor the Bates children had opened theirs. Ronald had given the 5th one to a trick-or-treater who came by their home later that evening. In that case, the straw appeared to have been tampered with, but was stapled closed. That is what saved the boy's life. As the detective told the case to Vice, they found him in bed with the sweet in his hand, but it wasn't strong enough to undo the staples, so he passed out and went to sleep. An autopsy revealed he had been poisoned with potassium cyanide. He is Timothy O'Brien, a chemical used in gold mining and jewelry making that looks similar to sugar and is lethal when ingested, even in small doses. Ugh. Quote, saying that Ronald O'Brien seemed too cool, calm, and collected. The man who lived in the darkened house was arrested and taken into custody after being identified by Ronald O'Brien as a man who gave him the pixie sticks. Only that man had an airtight alibi. He'd been working that evening with a dozen witnesses to confirm it. Detectives turned their attention to his accuser, who had already raised suspicions to some. You just knew something was wrong, says the Deer Park police detective. W.P. Best. The Houston Chronicle decades later had it quoted, "I always was looking at his emotions. He seemed too cool, calm, and collected for a parent who had just lost a child." The detectives received a phone call from the insurance agent. The caller reported that Ronald had taken out 20,000 life insurance policies, $20,000 life insurance policies, on Timothy and Elizabeth just weeks before Halloween. Ronald's wife, Deneen, had objected to the previous $10,000 policy he had taken out on each. So in total, they had $30,000 each. Ma'am, I'm high and I'm still laughing at your dog. Okay, get together. I know, right? My husband's gonna bust in the door next to me. Oh my God, I'm gonna die of a heart attack at like 37. I'm not going to make it. I got 1 week left till of being 36. And then I'm officially pushing 40, I feel like, right? Or is that 38? I don't know. But it's all happening, guys. Damn dog. At some point, I'm going to come on camera here and put on these face jewel things. But I'm going to do it before I put on makeup because yesterday I put it on after makeup and they didn't stay on very long. So it says a clean, dry face. Me too, Kate. Actually kept me on. Okay, we'll take a moment. We'll just take a moment. So no one else died. Only Timothy got by his dad. Obviously the reason was money. The kitchen of the Candyman. Police obtained a search warrant for his home. That is Ronald O'Brien was arrested and charged with 1 count of murder, 4 counts of attempted murder. He pled not guilty. Really, bro? Ronald O'Brien, the poisonings he claimed must have been the work of on-the-loose killer using the cover of Halloween to prey on children. This was more than a decade before DNA testing was first used in criminal investigations. But the evidence, witness testimony in particular, was not in Ronald's favor. It was revealed that he'd questioned a professor at the community college where he was studying about the lethalness of various poisons. And according to New York Times, an employee at a chemical supplies business recalled the man had entered the sales area shortly before closing one day in late October that year. He asked if we stocked potassium cyanide, and I said yes, and he asked about the size and price. The salesperson told the court he was the most concerned about the least priced. So he wanted the cheapest he could find. How nasty. Upon learning the smallest volume available was 5 liters, he left. The jury convicted the Candyman, as he'd been dubbed by the presses, just after 46 minutes of deliberation. It was 1975. So this happened in 1974, and then in 1975 he was arrested and charged with the murder of his son, and he was convicted. He was sentenced to death after only 46 minutes. The case stoked fears and countless urban legends about poison-laced candy during Halloween. But since this case, there has never been any case of any children dying from poison or razor blades or anything like that. There's probably been copycats out there, of course, and some like the beginning of my live stream where we talked about the reporter in one of these articles basically saying that her father thought it was really funny to offer kids apples with obvious razor blades standing out. It's not really funny at all. So it's still, of course, probably the best practice because you never know what could lurk in your kid's candy. But really, in reality, Timothy O'Brien's murder was the last of its kind to this day. Ronald O'Brien was executed in 1984, Erie, that's the year I was born, after an unsuccessful appeal against his sentence. Prosecutors still recall the way his lawyer, Marvin Teague, began his opening statement in the case. As you know, my client was convicted of killing Halloween. So he was also dubbed the man who killed Halloween. or tainted it at least a little bit. And again, this is his beautiful son, Timothy. May he rest in peace. It's so, like, what kind of father does this? It says, I'm no offense, but this is so 1970s too. It's like, really, bro? Like, be original. There was also the case of the Tylenol. Yes. That was a few more, wasn't it? That's why they have seals on all of the medicines now and stuff, right? That was a really big scare. That was some guy. Let's look up that one. Let's see. Tylenol. I know that I don't think I ever covered it, but I wanted to. Chicago Tylenol murders. The Chicago Tylenol murders were in 1982. Yeah, what is with this like decade and a half of people being so fucked up with this potassium cyanide? I don't think potassium cyanide is something that you can just go pick up nowadays, right? I mean, you can't just go buy cyanide anymore. Am I wrong? I'm not asking, but I'm asking for a friend. I'm just kidding. I'm not asking. It's clearly easily to detect. But no, I mean, I don't think that's something you can just go purchase now without some sort of license, right? I would assume, I would hope. That was the 80s, right? The 80s is when you kill random people. The 70s is when you kill your family members. No, just kidding. I'm sorry. That was messed up with the Tylenol that made the cap. And he was caught with it. No, they say that this was before there was any sort of DNA to like catch him or anything to really tie him to it, but there was just enough testimony and witnesses from the chemical shop, and all of those witnesses is what basically got him got. There was no way to like find his DNA or, I mean, I guess, well, it was already known that he had handed the kids the pixie sticks. So if they fingerprinted, they would have known his fingerprints were on it. So, I mean, there was just too many things adding up for it to be like just a coincidence and it not be him, especially since they implicated the guy at the dark house who was literally working with 12 other people. So that was probably like the end of that. Everyone was scared with Tylenol. So this was before my time, literally before my time, because it was 19, not to make anyone feel old. Trust me, you probably all could run laps around me. So like literally my parents, they did not leave me with good genes, right? My ankles are glass. I'm sitting on one of them oddly right now. My leg's numb. I mean, you probably all are way healthier than I am. So this is why we all love each other, because we're on the same playing field. I'm just kidding. But I'm serious. I couldn't run up. If Freddy Krueger came after me tonight, I'd be done. I'd be like, bro, I'm not running. I'll fight you, but I'm not running. Like when it comes to fight and flight, there's a reason why I don't fight, because I can't. So I got to learn to fight. Because my ankle will crack. I got glass ankles from dance. There's a reason why plus size girls shouldn't do dance for 10 plus years. Because, yeah, I'm just like, he massaged my feet to my husband every day. He's like, this is the only reason you keep me around. And I'm like, it's one of them. Wasn't the Unabomber in 1990? I know it was in the 90s. I'm surprised he was on death row for 9 years back in the day. Yeah, right? Now it's like you're on death row forever because they only kill like one person a year in each county, which just, I don't get it. Is there like I don't understand it. I don't necessarily believe in the death penalty. I think that it's easier for that. It's more of a punishment for them to live. But at the same time, like, I think certain people should be put to death, like child murderers, like, certain people that like bomb Capitol buildings, things like that. Hold on, my husband's texting. Down at the Dollar Tree, can get some groceries too, get a few things. I'm live probably another 20 minutes. So, okay, and that will get us to 3. So we'll get to, okay. We are on time. So is the comment showing up a little fuzzy for my eyes? No, it's probably either my internet or I don't know why it does that. Maybe you can like close it and come back in. I don't know why it does that. And it does that I remember that used to happen to Lindsay on her tablet. And it happened on I think I was watching on one of my kids' like tablets and it did it. And I was like, oh, or you could be that high. But she's in the hospital, so she's not, unfortunately, which would probably help your pain, but Yeah, go let the doctors do their thing. 70s in Texas, though, right? Freaking Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that movie, my mom was always like, I remember watching, because she was like, my mom was a teenager in the 70s. So she was all like, like, that movie was so scary. I remember leaving and being so afraid. I watched this with my mom. I'm like, the only thing scary is this is somewhat based off of a true story. Otherwise, this is comical. And that's where my mom was like, what's wrong with you? I was like, I don't know, man. But my favorite movie is House of a Thousand Corpses. So my mom's favorite scary movie was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Mine is A House of a Thousand Corpses, which is like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like on acid and like PCP. So yeah, if you haven't watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre or House of a Thousand Corpses, I definitely recommend House of a Thousand Corpses tonight. I usually do like a Rob Zombie movie. Thank you, Linda, for becoming a member. Woo-hoo. Linda, thank you. Boo, boo, doo, doo, doo. I need to come up with like something I do for members. I'll play this, but like I'll be like, congratulations and welcome, or I'm just like, but I have to figure out how to put like someone's name in that. I don't know. We're getting better. And I know I need to get that little like water logo off, but I did that literally 2 seconds before the live. And I was like, oh yeah, I still have one day left where I can use the Halloween one. So why am I rushing this? And I was like, but isn't that cute? Like, let me know what you guys think of that. Minus the watermark, because I'm deciding whether or not I want to buy that plan for monthly. All of these things that I use for things like editing, they do cost money. So donations are appreciated. It's not, just viewing is enough support that you give me, all of you. But like Linda, you can always become a member, which is a very affordable way to support the channel, $1.99 a month, and all of that good stuff. But here's all the deets. If you wanted to donate, you can always send a super chat to get recognized on the channel. I am getting more bells and whistles and all that good stuff very soon. There are so many Texas Chainsaw movies, but the first is scary. The first is, it's just realistic. I don't know. I have to watch it again. It's been a while. And there's a very good chance that I didn't see the original one. Very good chance. She just watches me vape and helps me. No home nurse till 5:30 a.m. Friday. Oh, you're at home? Okay, I'm gonna try a little funny. She just watches me vape and helps me. Fuck, I need one of those. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't. You need that. And I'm so glad you have that. That makes me so freaking happy. Oh my God, you have no idea. And hit the bell for the algorithm. Thank you guys. Also, message me if anyone wants to possibly be a mod. Just send me an email or DM me. My email is there, amesyblood@gmail. You can DM me at IG or Twitter. If you look me up on IG right now, it is currently amesyblood. So leave the D out. I stupidly changed my name, and then I'm like, oh, no one's gonna be able to find me from if they're new. So I was like, plus, it was a joke name for Halloween. So, anyways, we were like, oh my God, no, she didn't. Was seeing family to trick or treat. That's all we did this year. Yeah, it's a low effort year this year too. Like, I'm kind of glad the kids are sick because like they're low energy, and I'm like, oh, but I'm low energy because I'm sick. So I'm actually disappointed. I was like, I think I literally said, I texted Jen earlier and I was like, damn, Halloween. And I was like, oh my God, I've never said that in my life. I'm getting old. All right, so let's put these stickers on my face. And if anyone wants to come up and chat, you're more than welcome to. Chris, if you wanted to come up, you can. I'm not asking anyone, please come up here with me. Like, don't feel pressured. But I'm just saying you guys can. 2 seconds, I got a cough. All right. I need to find some chapstick before I come on camera because my lips hurt. The dryness here sucks. You know hiding. Hey, Adri. Okay, cool, Krista, for sure. We are playing the old people in hiding downstairs. I know. I have candy, but I don't know if kids are even going to come here or if we'll even be here when kids do come by. So we will see. Okay, where are my Mickey ears though? Oh, they're there. Yay. Our neighborhood don't even give out candy. My ride is broken down, so I bought a little man candy, and if he wants to check out the neighborhood, he can. Aww. The neighborhood, they just don't give out candy, or is it because of COVID? So, hey everybody. So, fresh face, fancy free with my Mickey Mouse ears. So I am going to put these on my face. I did like a spider thing yesterday. You can see it on IG. But yeah, they're just like little stickers, and sorry about the lighting. It's gonna be a little weird. Can't do this ear. Oh my god, I wear those. The ears or the little gem things. This is the first time I've ever tried these things. Well, it was last night. I put these here. I have it actually sticking here, which is kind of gross, but I had these spider ones on last night. I love the little spider with a little gem. So I stuck it here by my desk wall. And now I'm like, that's kind of gross. So I'm going to first put these on and then do my makeup. So excuse the color of my skin. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to start with the Mickey. Okay. This would be hard because my eyes have like creases. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put concealer on my eyes because otherwise it's not gonna go on with these things. It's like weird. I don't know how this is gonna work. We will see. We will try this all together. So give me a second. How y'all doing? What else are you guys doing for Halloween? We always go to the rich neighborhoods. We usually go because we live obviously in an apartment, but we usually go to like one neighborhood that's just close by. I wouldn't say it's rich, it's just houses. It's the same neighborhood we go to look at Christmas lights. Okay. There's my brush. So I'm using that makeup from my BoxyCharm. And I just realized I just used. So let's pray that this doesn't take the sticker off my face. Gonna blend that out. Has anyone ever tried these face stickers before? Watching scary movies. Already watched one, Michael Myers, this morning. Ooh. Okay, we're going to try this guy before I put any makeup on my nose. This is like, I don't know how this is going to work. My nose is so sensitive. That's why it's always red, because I have allergies, that I feel like this is just really not going to stay on for long. Oh, that is so cute. I feel like I need to use some sort of glue, but it's actually sticking better. Like this one's really on there. So maybe that one was just cheap or something. Oh my God, it's so cute. All neighborhoods have trick-or-treating on 3 different days before Halloween. So Halloween never doing much except for scary movies. Really? That's so weird. I hate that. I don't know why. I just don't. I think Halloween should be celebrated on Halloween. I hope that's not the case here. Like, I know they do trunk or treats, which is like at churches and stuff. like before Halloween, and that's what we did. But I don't know of any neighborhoods, but maybe they do. That would explain a lot. But I guess you wouldn't know unless you're in the neighborhood, right? It's cute. Okay, dog, move, please. You're like so in my way. Ugh. These animals, they like love me too much to where I don't know where my concealer went. Go away, dog. Did you eat my concealer? Where'd it go? Getting ready with Amy's Beloved. Where did my shit go? Okay, bro. All right. Next, I'm going to use my Mary Kay CC cream. Fire trucks and police set up here too. My Nana tells me block parties too. Damn, everywhere's a little bit different. Thank you, Monica. So now I'm just using a little CC cream to kind of get the red off my face. Oh, no, I went over the Mickey. This is why I need a mirror. Can't expose, yeah, to anybody. No, I get it, girl. And that's why we're doing like limited stuff, because Jamie does have he's got baby asthma, so I'm not trying to expose him to too much if he's already kind of having allergies or is sick. I'm seriously wear those. I'm sending you a pic on IG. Oh, you're wearing the same exact little stickers on your face? Yay! I keep going on the Mickey thing. This is why I'm not one that can do my eyeshadow before my foundation, because I always get stuff on it. Okay. Not that I'm wearing foundation. That's okay. So let's do a little diamond. Ah. It's so cute. All right. Now the next thing is this a whole ass sticker? Okay. All right. Wait, I need to figure out what is this supposed to look like? My nose is already itchy and I know the sticker is not gonna stay on here long. Okay. So it goes like that. That is so weird. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is what makes you look like Minnie Mouse. Or Groucho Marx. Whichever it may be. Oh my god, it so looks like Minnie Mouse. It's crazy. But I am glad I didn't put anything because this is sticking way better. It's also creating a weird like hood effect on my eye, but whatever. Minnie Mouse sad one. Okay, hold on. Let me put my hair up for a second. I mean, you have long hair and don't need a damn hair tie. All right, so I'm gonna use a little of this. And this is just Pink Guava Primer, oil-free illuminating primer. So this kind of gives it like a glow without like having to use like actual highlighter. And it's like a serum, so you just get real. Oh, you look like Marx Brothers. I know, right? It's like, I don't know. All right. This is so cute, though. Okay, let's try the next Mickey. I want to do it a little different on the second side. Oh, shit. This is why I'm not an artsy person. I don't even know where I dropped that. What? Holy hell. Okay, welcome to my shit show. Welcome to my shit show. Mickey. Oh, wow. Okay. Is this it? Nope, that's not it. It literally just like evaporated into my makeup bag. What in the heck? It's on the AirPod though. This is so fucking weird. So obnoxious. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe that'll be the differentiating thing is that there'll only be one Mickey. Because I didn't want two Mickeys. Like on the same side. Okay. What did I just do? I just dropped it. Okay, how does this go again? Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? This is what having like carpal tunnel does. Guys, you drop things all the time. My hands are like literally numb today for whatever reason. There it is. Okay. And this is how I struggle. So just everyone who says like when I say like I have like disabilities too, I really do. Like, and you're witnessing them right now. Putting makeup on with completely numb hands. Ta-da! I did it. Okay, there's only one more sticker left. I like stretch my arms. Older, but not as old as my soul. I'm 33. See, we're like close to the same age. Oh my god. Of course, my hands start acting up. Okay, so we're gonna do the big Marx Brother thing again. I don't even kind of get how this goes on. Let me tell you, the back asswards like mirrors make it so much harder. Okay. 1, 2. Wait. No. Are these even? No, they're not. I'm at. Okay. Well, hopefully this will still work. If not, this will be a bust. Okay. That is definitely more. Okay. And so you should be able to take them off at least once. Come on, guys. Okay, that's definitely more even. So cute. And then I think, really wanted me to do this is my kid. So this is for you, LT. And then I'm going to put ta-da. I'm Minnie Mouse. I cannot do a Minnie Mouse voice. Let me tell you, I am not Minnie Mouse. Okay, so now I'll do the rest of my makeup. And it's going to be really quick because I'm going to be wearing a mask. Obviously, we're going to be in public. So this is pretty much what I do every day. Eyes, however you do it. Minnie Mouse. So cute. My whole body feels crooked. There we go. Do I look crooked, y'all? All All right, so I'm going to put some blush. And it's like way brighter in person. Like these lights are making it. You cannot, like, I'm not going to put on a bunch so that I look like an idiot in public, but let's see. You kind of see better there. It's kind of too bright. This is why I hate filming in my house. I can't wait till we move somewhere with better lighting. All right, well, lots of pink blush. Alrighty, and this line. So you cannot register that blush at all, but it's bright, okay? Like Minnie Mouse pink bright, Barbie pink bright. I'll take a picture on my IG. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, my kid is gonna die. Jamie's gonna try to take him off. Like I put him on himself. So let's see, and then I always do this when I get ready. I have this Kinder Beauty lip mask. And it's just like a really thick, like potted, kind of like a lip gloss, but you just put it on while you're getting ready. Oh, totally. I'll totally film his reaction. And this stuff has saved my lips. Usually by this time of year, my lips are dying from dryness. So let's see. So there's this one. I'm going to use this Elman Beauty little mini palette. Oh, there's the Mickey. Ta-da! Oh, wow, that was so coincidental. Okay. Let's see. He's going to want you to do it all the time. I know. We're going back to the, like, what's it called? That looks way better with both. Almost lost the full effect. So I'm going to use this palette for my eyes. There we go. It's like the lighting is really off. But it's like a really rose pink. And just kind of go. I need a mirror. Really can't tell what I'm doing on the camera, so also, if you wanted to get like a crazy like swoop to your color, you could do the same type of thing with just regular old tape. Put it on your eyelid like this, like kind of like an angle. Do the color and then take it off. You could also do it right here underneath your eye. That also prevents fallout. And it also gives it that like swoosh. So just looking at this and I'm like, this kind of reminds me of when I use tape to shape. So then I'm using some more of this very light. This is ColourPop, the Disney Princess collection. I gotta fix this light a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to put that above. And I totally need to do my eyebrows, but come for me. I'm just kidding. And I don't know if I'll even wear a lip bead because, again, we're going to be wearing masks all day. But maybe I'll just wear one now and take it off. Okay. Pink, 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 lots of pink. Let's see. And then I'm just going to take the glitter with my finger. Now, if you're doing someone else's makeup, you never want to use your finger. But if you're doing your own makeup with your own makeup that you don't share with anyone, then use your finger all you want because it is the best tool for anything like iridescent. And I always start from the inner, kind of inside, work my way out to kind of feather it. And I'm going to go a little dramatic where I normally wouldn't. You can kind of see it. You can see the blush now. It's like pink. Pink. Hey, everyone. Oh, yeah. He's going to want me to do it so much. Like the little stickers feel, I was trying to feel like a mask. Like it's in all tight. Okay. So then this is for contouring, but I'm just going to kind of like brush the stickers off. All right, and then it's Halloween, so I'm gonna go like all out. Let's see. I don't have everything with me to go all out. So let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Flynn Luxe Liquid Lip from ColourPop. So I don't ever use liners or anything. I learned this from Bella Thorne. You just put the lip color on and then just use your finger. I don't even look at it. I just have my lips kind of, and then you get that like over lined look kind of. Great. So, and again, just like a nude lip. If I was like going out, I might do a red, but. And then, cover a few of the imperfections. Yay to acne. Even when it's gone, it's still there. And this is the effects of piercing your skin, kids. Oh my God, I'm all glowy. It looks way more glowy on here than it is in real life. And there's more vibrance to the color that you're not seeing. So don't judge my makeup skills based on this production. You really can't see it. The main part is the stickers. We got the stickers on. All right. And then I'm going to contour a tiny bit and I'm done. And again, that highlighting liquid I put on, it's actually a primer. So it helps like the last bit of like concealer or anything I put on really stick to these areas, like the nose, smile, lip area. And it glows, moisturizes, and it's really sticking all this like tiny bit of Shape Tape concealer. So much more coverage. All right. So I'm going to let it sit, and then I'll probably use my rose water like spray to set it. I don't know. With the stickers, maybe I won't. I mean, this is a get ready with me. So, yeah, Halloween is my favorite. I hate being sick on Halloween, but I'm loving these like little stickers because they really are giving me life, even though I barely wanted to do anything. I was like, I am wearing my matching like tie-dye set and like this mini stuff, and that is it. I have a tail right there also to put on. So, and that's a lot of effort, man, when you're sick. Just put a little $1 billion brow gel on. Kind of just spruce them up a little. Ta-da. Last thing will be mascara and a mask, and I am done. So thank you guys. I'm also going to wear my garnet today, which is red for mini, plus it's kind of like a choker kind of mini-ish. So keep me grounded against all the oogity boogies out there and spooky ghosts and demons. But happy Halloween, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. I will try to go live tonight on IG and share any fun stuff that we do. I will definitely tape Elton's reaction to my Minnie Mouse-ness. He's going to love it. I'm so excited. All right, guys. So have a great Halloween. I will see you soon. Check your kids' candy. Or no, I don't know. One love, guys. Bye.
My friends on fire in the back of my car. They